Greetings and good day. I'm New York City Councilmember Andy King. We're here at City Hall. I just want to share a thought with you. A number of my colleagues, Councilmember Diaz, Councilmember Heimders, Councilmember Fernando Cabrera, and myself, 2 months ago, submitted an op-ed letter in regards to legalizing marijuana. Today, the mayor has chimed in on his plans and his thought of how this to make it a reality, as well as Governor Andrew Cuomo and a number of advocates in the city of Norfolk and around the United States of how legalizing marijuana would have a positive impact on our society. I, for one, don't believe that legalizing marijuana will do anything in our criminal justice system, along with a number of my colleagues. A number of people walk around the city of New York who've chimed into the conversation. So while we pass laws to make sure that we improve the conditions where people live under, I will ask us to be really mindful and respectful of how these impacts can have a devastating impact on neighbors and communities of color. While people talk about the financial benefits or how to figure out how we can start decriminalizing people of color for the use or the sale of marijuana, then if we want to decriminalize the act, then decriminalize the act. But change your rules to allow a substance that we know that's a mind-altering drug that takes people out of their natural element. I think it's a violation of the spirit. And we got to be better as those of us who are in legislation to make sure that we do it right and do it the right way. We still have our challenges with alcohol and drug and other drugs. So how do we figure out legalizing marijuana will help people? Well, I don't see how it helps people. I don't see how it helps the individual. It might help the business, it might help the corporation, but it doesn't save lives. If you want to decriminalize the act, then you got to make sure that people who are responsible for law enforcement do not engage in activities of arresting people who are of color. The same Caucasian who might be found with a joint or a bag of weed, gets taken home, but the person of color gets taken to the police station. That's an action and activity that can be corrected by just how do we enforce the rules of society. So I'm asking us, as we figure out what we need to do when it comes to marijuana, let's protect our children. I definitely don't want to see a 12-year-old coming into a house all high because it's legal. And we have not addressed the conversation when you see children who are Caucasian persuasion who drink alcohol at an early age while it flips families upside down. So let's not put this burden on communities of color, because when I saw this press conference this morning, I just saw the mayor standing there, sitting there, having this conversation, and every face behind him was black. Like, we need to legalize marijuana so the black community can get high without any repercussions. Getting high is a detriment to the spirit of the game. And that means we got to do right by protecting the communities of color, not engage in activity or pass laws that we think are going to save them. If we want to save communities of color, then treat them as respectable human beings, not create laws that can violate their spirit. So that being said, ask us all to think about it. I say no to legalizing marijuana. If you're a mother or you're a father, think twice before you join on to quote-unquote a progressive idea, because every progressive idea might not be the right idea for your household or society. I'm your Councilmember Andy King. Thank you again for your time. Love to hear your feedback. Be well. God bless.
With you, Andy, on that one.